Yeah, good morning, everyone. So last session we discussed about working with the regular expressions. So we learned about regular expression. How the regular expression works actually. In a regular expression, we discussed about meta characters. We will learn some meta characters. Meta characters and quantifiers. So to build regular expressions, you need to know meta characters. Sound. So what are the meta characters available and how to use them? So yesterday we learned one meta character. What is that meta character? Question mark. Question mark, it refers to what? So 0 or one occurrence of any character. 0 or one occurrence of any character. That means a character can be 0 times or it can be 1 time. 0 or 1 occurrence of any character. One example I showed you. So we will create example later, more detail. But here, one basic example is this one. I just showed you that it should match with that value. That means user can enter only 2 details, either color or COLOR, COLOUR. So where to use these meta characters? The meta characters are used where the character is changing. So the characters where they need to be standard, those characters we directly type them. Where the changes you are expecting, there we use meta characters, right? And it's not necessary that you have to use only once. That means you can write any number of times. You can write any number of times. I will show you. That means you can put a question mark for several characters in a string, right? So these are meta characters. Next important meta character, we have plus. Plus is used to refer one or more occurrence. Yep. So plus is used for one or more occurrences of character. Question mark indicates 0. So I showed you that if I write syntactically, suppose if I write like COLOU question mark R, that means it will allow spellings like COLOR, COLOUR like things. But suppose I am writing like this. That is not correct spelling, just I am telling the purpose. Later we will put in various. Suppose if I write COLOU plus R, what does this means? This means that it will allow COLOUR. U is compulsory. That means one time, or that U can be multiple times. That means COLOUUR. That is also valid. COLOUUUR. That is also valid. But without U, it's not valid. Because plus indicates that the occurrence must be one. One or more. Don't concentrate on this spelling. Just concentrate on the character purpose. Later we will put in expression. We will see that. So question mark and plus. Another, we have asterisk. Asterisk actually, it represents 0 or more occurrences. 0 or more occurrences of character we can define by using asterisk. That means 0 or more occurrences means what? So you put like COLOU asterisk R. This indicates U can be 0 times or U can be 1 time or more time. That means COLOR is allowed, COLOUR is allowed, COLOUUR is allowed, UUR is allowed like this. That is actually asterisk. So you are going to learn how to put them in any expression. How to put them in any expression you will learn. First you need to know the purpose. The question mark and plus and asterisk. These are basic first important characters. Now here another option is we have dot. Dot is a special character. That means it's a meta character. It defines any single character. It defines any single character. Any single character is allowed. That means, for example, suppose I am writing like this. Any single character means, suppose I am writing, so dot 80. If I write dot 80, what does this means? The total length of string must be 3 characters. And the last 2 characters must be 80. And the first character can be anything. Dot indicates how many characters? Single. Single, any. Any means it can be alphabet, number, special character, anything. That means now, for example, what are allowed, like suppose cat, like bat, like mat, like suppose 180, because numbers also allowed. We say some $80 like this. How to restrict only numbers, I will tell you. We will see that. But what is the meaning of dot? Dot means any single character. For example, suppose I want to allow like a boy, like cow, like toy, like DOS, something. Can you tell me how to write? How to write the meta characters for them? What is common? O is common. First character and last character are changing. First and last character are changing. That means O is common. First and last character are changing. And first and last character means what? How many characters must be totally? How many characters there must be totally? 3 only. Only 3 are allowed. Now in that case, we have to use dot O dot. That's how we write. So that means we need to define dot O dot. Why? Because suppose if you write question mark, what is the meaning? 0. 0 cannot be there. There must be some character before O. After O, some character must be there. So in case you can define one character before O, one character after O. For that, what you have to do, you need to write like this, right? That means it allows single characters. Now, any single character you can define like that. Actually, now it will allow, so like one O, some dollar, because it can be any character. Later we can put restriction that first character must be only alphabet, second character, last character must be only number, like that we can put restriction. But initially, so that is dot is meaning, dot indicates that any single character, only those are allowed, right? For example, now see here, I am writing in the pattern test dot match. Here I am giving dot O dot. I am writing like that. That means now here I will put an alert. In the alert, I will say that, so we will say invalid. Okay. Invalid. So why invalid? Because the pattern is defined. So suppose you define, so now I will run this page. And when we run the page, you can see here I am entering some characters and it is not allowed. I am entering here only, so BOY. That means it will take the tent display. I am entering like cow and it will take the tent use. I am entering anything and anything else, then it is not allowed. It is invalid. It will allow only O between those characters. And it will allow only those. This is basically the purpose of what dot. Dot is a meta character. Now we have some problem. The problem is nothing but sometimes we need that dot. Sometimes we need dot symbol. For example, what I have done here, I written like this. I written that the match, it should match gmail.com. Now, according to regular expression, this dot indicates there can be any character between L and C. Understood? There can be any character. Now you have a problem. Because dot is already used as meta character, but you want to use as normal character. So if any meta character is being used as, is to be used as normal character, or any normal character to be used as meta character, vice versa conversion, then you can do that by using slash. Slash. Already yesterday we saw that slash is escape sequence. That means it escapes its meta nature and it makes it normal. That means it changes the meta character into normal character. It changes the meta character into normal character, and very important, and vice versa. That means normal character into meta character, vice versa. It is going to change that. In that case, now what we have to do is, we can write like this now. Suppose I want to allow only gmail.com, then I have to write here gmail /.com. Like this I have to write. Otherwise, the dot will be referred as meta character. That meta character you are converting into normal character. That means now you can see here, I am writing like this. Suppose if I am writing like this, gmail.com allows gmail.com, because dot is character. It will allow, no problem, but it will allow others also. That means it will allow. So here Gmail, some a to com, and you can see it is allowing because dot indicates any character. Dot indicates any character. It indicates any character. So here, how to represent that only dot is allowed? Then we have to use slash dot. We have to use slash dot. Now I refresh this here and I'm entering some. So Gmail, and to com like this. And this is not allowed. Only which character is allowed? Only dot is allowed. Now it allows to perform that. Awesome. A mail L. It will allow only .com. It will not allow any another characters. This is basically how we can manage. Means I am just giving this example. This is not example. This is just showing you testing. All right. So we have so many important meta characters. Plus question mark is for 0 or 1. Plus 1 or more, and asterisk 0 or more, and dot any single character, and slash escape. It transforms the meta character to normal and normal character to meta. Why normal character to meta? I will tell you. We have actually D. Actually, D is to allow only numbers. But D means it thinks D character. Then this character must be transformed into meta character. Then again, we have to use like what slash D. I will show you that, right? We will see. As of now, in the first characters, we will see these. These, we have another symbol, another special character, pipe. So it is used as or. It is used as or. That means allows multiple choices. It allows multiple choices. It is used as or. That means multiple choices. For example, suppose I am writing like this. Suppose I want to allow any RGB colors. Means any red, green, blue, 3 colors allow. Then you can write like this. So red, pipe, green, pipe, blue. This indicates only these 3 are allowed. In that case, previously also you can write COLOR, pipe, COLOUR, but is waste of time because you can wrap that in one word only. Why to write 2 words? You have to write 2 words, 3 words when the words are not common. Right? When the words are not common, you are expecting different, then you can use pipe. Right? If a word is having common, only one is changing, then no need to write 2 times or 3 times. Just you need to define with single character. Now here it is or. That means you see, I am using the words here, red or green or what? Blue. So red, green or blue. And you can see here when we are defining that. So I am typing red, green, blue. And here I will say invalid. So invalid, only RGB allowed. Something like this. Now you see in this now I am typing some red. Okay, that is allowed. I am typing some green. So that is also allowed. And I am typing some black and it is not allowed. Only RGB allowed. That means you can allow multiple characters. So for that, we have to define this. Right. Another important in the meta characters, we have another meta character called, so we have a meta character slash caret. Slash caret. But this later you will see, because it is used for expression. We have to learn how to write an expression. For expressions, actually this indicates starts with. That means expression starts with. And the dollar, this indicates expression ends with. Expression ends with. Later you will learn expression, because for that you need to learn all meta characters. Then you can use this one. Generally, we write like this. Example, so we are writing slash exponent. After that, you write something and you put a dollar. This indicates expression starting and expression end. How to write multiple expressions, how to write an expression, we are going to see that. But when you write expressions, the expressions are started and ended by using these characters. These are characters. Now, in the meta characters, so you have so many symbols now. In the meta characters, we have slash D. Just now I told you D is actually D. D is numeric. That means only D will not allow. We have to use slash D. It allows only single digit number. Only single digit number, only numeric. Slash D means single digit. If you want 2 digits, 2 times slash D. That means you see now, I am writing like this, slash D. So slash D means what is allowed, some 1, some 4, some 6 like this, some 3, 2 like this. Suppose I am writing like this, I am writing slash D. This indicates exactly 2 digits. That means some 22, some 11, 24, some 13 like this. Only 2 digits. 0, anything, doesn't matter. So now here, numeric value. Suppose I want to allow 1 or 2. That means number can be 1 digit or 2 digits. Then how to write? Why you are writing pipe? Why I can't write like this, slash D and slash D question mark? What does that question mark indicates? 0 or anakra. Why you are writing or again 2 times slash D? Right? That means here the concept is the last digit or first digit anywhere. That means you can even write like this. You can even write like this. That means the occurrence of that digit can be 0 times or 1. That means it will allow single digit, it will allow 2 digits, it will allow anything. That is how we have to use. That means we should write patterns in a simplified way. Remember, it's not rule. You can write or also. But the question is why to write or, why you are writing lengthy. That means don't worry about the patterns, how they are written. Just worry about are they restricting or not. Are they verifying correctly or not. That is only our concern. We don't worry about how to write. That doesn't matter. That means even I said this, you can write or, no problem. But that is not required, not reasonable, right? But nobody objects you saying that why you written like that. They will just see whether it is working or not. They are not concerned. That's the reason online, when you look for any pattern online, when you search online for any pattern on Google, you will see hundreds of people giving you hundreds of ways for the same concept. Your wish, you can pick up which one is easy for you, right? Which one is easily understand, because all are working fine. Then you choose the simplest one. That is the point. So there is no certain standards for writing pattern. Just we need to verify, right? That is important. So Now see how to write here. I am writing here /d. Right? That means we are writing /d. Another one /d. This indicates exact 2 digits. Now there is another point we will see. If I want 6-digit number, 6 times will you write? As of now we have to write, but later we can put quantities also. That I will tell you, quantity, quantifier, how to end it. As of now, you say 2 times, exactly 2 times, not less than, not greater than. That means here you see it is entered 1, so it is not valid. Actually, I need to change the message. Here invalid, only 2-digit number allowed. Right? That means now you see here you entered single-digit number, it's not allowing. You allowed 2-digit number, then it is okay. You entered 3-digit number, so it's not allowed. So sorry, where is problem? /d quantity is missing, right? It is actually expression. We are writing an expression. That means expression means it should start with what? Here it should start with what? / exponent, and it should end with what? $. These we have to give. This is an expression. We are not individually. If it is in HTML, it is okay. But if you are writing an expression, you need to put like this. Start with and end with. Expression later we will see. Expression is not the point, right? Because generally what happens here, so if you are testing, I will show you. Suppose you are testing here. Expression later we will write. We are writing a form and name, so string, and input type is equal to text, and st name is equal to str, and here I'm writing a pattern. Pattern is equal to /d/d. That means how many digits we are allowing? 2 digits we are allowing. That means we are allowing 2 digits. Now in the 2 digits, you see now I am entering like this. That means 3. It's not allowed. I'm entering 3 characters. It's not allowed. Only 2 characters. Now it is allowed. It submits that. Right? Here it is submitting that value. Expressions we will see later, because expressions we need to build the complete query. Initially, the purpose of this is to allow only numeric. How many numbers? Single digit, right? Single digit number. Then another important, we have /d. So that means it allows only non-numeric characters. Non-numeric characters means what? Non-numeric characters means what? That means it allows non-numeric characters means it allows alphabets. So it allows special characters. Right? That means it is going to allow so alphabet and special characters. Only numbers not allowed. That means if you want to allow anything other than number, then you can just give /d. That means now here you can write like this, uppercase D. I'm writing /uppercase D. When I write /uppercase D, now you can see that I am entering something. Then you can see it's not allowed. What is allowed? Any alphabet is allowed. Any special character is allowed. But a number is not allowed. Number is not allowed. Now, for example, I want to define here. That means here I will give /uppercase D. That means alphabet, lowercase, uppercase. Any special characters are allowed. Suppose I am writing /d and /D. What does this means? Remember, in meta character, order dependency also important. You cannot say one non-numeric and one numeric. You should say it should start with non-numeric. It should start with non-numeric and it should end with number. Order is also important. Right? In regular expressions, in patterns, order is very important. Right? It's not just one non-numeric and one numeric. It is starting with non-numeric and should be numeric. That means now, for example, suppose I written here /D and /D. That means now here I'm entering suppose 3 and A. Then you see it's not allowed because first one should be non-numeric. Second one should be numeric. It will allow. That is how it is going to handle. So that is the pattern, how it works. That means it should be so some non-numeric and after that a number. So it can be non-numeric, after that a number. Right? Any special character, you can have special characters. That is the purpose of /D. /D allows non-numeric characters. So D and /D. Next important, we have /W. Actually, it allows word characters. What are word characters? Generally, word characters means anything between A to Z uppercase, anything between A to Z lowercase, anything between 0 to 9 number, and one underscore is allowed. Only these are allowed. These are called word characters. To build a word, these are the characters used. You can have numbers, you can have alphabet, you can have underscore. That means out of this, anything is allowed. Lowercase alphabets allowed, uppercase alphabet allowed, number allowed, and only one symbol is allowed. What is it? Underscore. Other symbols not allowed. Other symbols not allowed. That means you see now. So I am writing like this here. I am writing /W. When I am writing /W as pattern, and here you see in a /W in this pattern, I am writing here a simple option like I am writing @ is not allowed. Any number is allowed. Any uppercase alphabet allowed. Lowercase alphabet allowed. Any number allowed. And underscore is also allowed. But any other special character not allowed. Not allowed. That is what actually the meta character represents. /W. But how many? Only one. If you want 2, if you want 4, if you want 10, then you have to write so many times. Or we will see the quantity, how to define. Now, similarly, /W. So it allows non-word characters. Non-word characters. Characters means only special characters. It will allow non-word characters. Non-word means only special characters. General word characters not allowed. Only special characters are allowed. Special characters are allowed. So you can see here I am defining non-word characters. That means I will use uppercase W. Uppercase W means others not allowed now. That means a number not allowed. An alphabet uppercase not allowed. Alphabet lowercase not allowed. Underscore is not allowed, but a $ or hash is allowed. Right? So because only special characters allowed. That is defined by using /W. Next important in the special characters, in the meta characters, we have /s. So it refers to blank space. It refers to blank space. One blank space is allowed. That means generally spaces are not allowed. For example, I am writing here like this, /d and the space /d. This is okay. That means you are adding a space manually. But this is not good because this leads to escape issues later. That is not good. That means now what is there? One space is there, right? Now here, what we are writing, we are verifying here. What does that means? First one should be number. After that, second one should be an alphabet non-numeric. And you see it's not allowed because a space is requested. And a submit, then it will allow. But that is not good idea. Why? Because you know that spaces are trimmed, spaces are ignored in various occasions. So never write spaces in your regular expressions. These will be critical issues later. Then what you have to do, how to define space? /s. /s. That means it allows a space. That is the correct way. Now you are defining here. You are writing like this. Suppose 3a, then it is not allowed. 3 space a, that is allowed. Suppose 6 space r, then that is allowed. So this indicates one space. Multiple spaces, for every space you have to use /. Now tell me how to allow with space or without space. How to allow with space or without space? With space or without space? Both should be valid. Then you put a question mark here. Question mark for which character? Space character. That means it indicates that space can be how many times? 0 times or 1 time. 1 time. That you can define. You can use plus. That means compulsory space must be there. If I say asterisk, what does it means? Asterisk means there can be with space and there can be multiple spaces, many spaces. That's how it can manage. So that is basically how it works, right? This is space characters. Another important, we have /i. It ignores case. It ignores case. So that means case means upper or lower case. That means you can simply say not case sensitive. Case sensitive. It is not case sensitive. That means it can ignore the case. For example, suppose I return here. So some word. That means what is the word allowed? For example, I return COLO. So U question mark R. And what is the point here? You have to enter COLOR or COLOUR. This is what you have to enter. Suppose I am writing COLOR. Then it is not allowing it because capitalization matters. The word capitalization matters. Generally for that, at the end, you can put /i. But this is again expression character. For that, we have to build a correct expression. Then only it works. I will show you that expression. Initially, I am writing now COLO what? UR or R. C uppercase is there. It is not allowing. Why? Because you written /i. But generally /i, it is considering not for entire expression. It is considering only for R. Right? Only one character na. Actually, that's what I told you, that we will learn about expression. For example, suppose I am writing a parenthesis here. Parenthesis here. That means this indicates what? COLO. I will write COLOR or LOR or UR. You see, it's not allowed. Because parenthesis is also a part of expression, but this is a different. This is actually represents union. Another important, you have a square brace. This is another option here, square brace. And you see here, I'm writing here COLOR. That means you see it's still not allowed. Actually, these are all expressions only. But you see, I'm not using, so this U means question mark I am not using. Now I said COLOUR. That means U is compulsory na. You see, these are not working. Why? Because this is to be defined as one expression. On that expression, you have to set it /i. For example, now I remove this. I'm just using /i. Ignore case. Then you see here, I am typing here COLOUR. C is uppercase letter. It's not working. Why all this? Because this /i is not recognizing for all these characters. It is recognizing for only whom are. You have unions, you have square braces, you will see them. But to handle this, you need an expression to define. For example, see, capital letter not allowed. Suppose if I written COLOUR. Now, when you are typing here, so I am typing here COLOUR. I click on submit. It's not allowed because this is not verified. Not verified for all the characters. For that, you have to learn how to set up all these characters into one expression. On that you can use. Later you will see that, because for that you need to learn how to build one expression, right? So this is not expression. This is just individual characters, and that will work for only specific characters, right? But observe carefully. Still, I written like this. Suppose I am writing like this here. I am writing COLOU and R. That is submitted. You see, it is not submitted. Why it is not submitted? This /i is not recognized. It is not recognized. Actually, when we write expressions, these characters, usually when you write, we have to use here two important points are there. Expressions are written in general meta characters with a slash, but here when you write expression in HTML JavaScript, slight variation is there. Generally you have to use backward slash, forward slash, backward slash. You saw expression is using two forward slashes in JavaScript. In JavaScript, two forward slashes are used to build one expression. Now I entered /i, backslash. I am entering. Now here, let's see what I am doing. Here I am entering COLOUR. I am using capital letter and submit. It's working. That means in JavaScript, we use two forward slashes. And in that you have to write the expression. Forward slash is used there. But here we have to use backslash. In HTML, we have to use an backslash. But later when you write one expression, you have to use inside forward slash. Right? Now it is capitalization doesn't matter. It is working for everyone. That means now even you write in capital letter COLOUR, and in capital letter it is allowed. That means capitalization doesn't matter. But This is good to understand later with expression. So how to ignore the case? Ignore the case. That means example we refer like this. What we do? So we write COLO, what U R and a slash and I. Right, that is how we need to define. But this is not good. Later you will learn why it is not good, because it will allow some contradictory values also. For that you need to learn correctly how to build one expression. Right. So now what are the meta characters we are having? We are having D for numbers, W for word characters, S for spaces, and I for ignoring the case. Case ignoring. If you want to ignore the case, you can use I. Now, another important in the meta characters, you have square brace. This is used to define, so random and range. It is used to define random and range. And parenthesis, this is used to define union of characters. When you are building expression, this random range is important and union is also important. We will see that how to use them. Suppose now I am writing like this, square brace A-Z. This indicates only uppercase letters allowed. Letters allowed. How many? How many uppercase letters allowed? Only one. A to Z, any one character is allowed, right? That means count how many? Only one. Which character? Any character between A to Z, but only uppercase. Only uppercase allowed. If you want to allow two uppercase, 2 times you have to write. Right now you can use A-Z. This indicates what? Only lowercase is allowed. You want to allow both uppercase and lowercase, you can write like this, A-Z and A-Z. Continue. This indicates both upper and lowercase. You can write in another way. You can write like this, A-uppercase Z. This also indicates both upper and lowercase. You can write like this. You can define like this. So A-M. This indicates only characters within specified range. That means A to M, that also small letters, not uppercase again. Right? Only small letters A to M within that range is allowed, others not allowed. That means now you are writing like this, A, D, S, M. This indicates only specified characters allowed. Specified characters allowed. That means only A or D or S or M. Others not allowed. Others are not allowed. That is the range, how you define. Range or random characters we are configuring. Suppose you are writing like this, 0-9. This indicates what? Only numeric. That means numeric. It is equivalent to /D. /D also only numeric. This also only numeric. Suppose I want to allow A-Z, 0-9. This indicates what? This indicates alpha numeric. That means both alphabets and numbers. Alphabets and numbers allowed. Now, what is difference between this and /W? /W also same, but in this underscore is not allowed. Only alphanumeric are allowed. And you can define range also. That means you can write A-M, A-M and 0- 0- some 4. Only specified characters. only specified range of characters allowed. Like this we can define. Now these are the expressions that you can build. These are the expressions how you can define. Means these are all meta characters, but we'll see the expression how to configure. Actually, when you are writing meta characters combination, these are all the combinations possible. How you can write all the combinations and define them. But this is only the meta characters, not the quantity. Now, if you want to define the quantity, actually we have quantifiers. Suppose you write here square brace. I write like this. What does this means? What does this means? Only specified which characters? Special characters allowed. What is difference between slash uppercase W and this? Uppercase W and this is uppercase W also allows all special characters. But this is not, above is not all special characters. Only what you mentioned here. In that range, which special characters you mentioned, only them. It is not referring to all of them. It is not referring to all of them. That is referring to only this. Right? That is what actually the meta character is. Right? So when you are dealing with the meta characters, now you have so many points to handle. Right? You need to understand all these points. Is it clear? Right? That means how we can configure the meta characters and define them. Right? Next important, when you are dealing with this, one more option is quantity. Quantifiers. Quantifiers indicates the quantity, how much you need to enter. That means quantity is defined in curly brace. You say n. N refers to number actually. That means exactly n number of characters. N number of characters allowed. Exactly n number of characters allowed. That means you return like this. Slash D and 10. What does this means? This means only 10-digit number allowed. Less than 10 not allowed, greater than 10 not allowed. Exactly 10. Right? Suppose if I return slash W and 4. That means exactly 4 characters allowed. Not less than, greater than. You can write like this. You can write n, m. This defines minimum. That means actually you can say lower bound. Lower bound starts with what? N. And upper bound is what? Upper bound is m. That means here, if I written like this, example, I am writing like this, slash D. So 4 to some 7. This indicates 4 to 7 characters. That means it is nothing but 4 to 7 digits number. It can be 4, it can be 7, or it can be 5, 6, 7. It cannot be less than or greater than. Between those specified only allowed. Right? Another important we have like this. We can define n comma. This n comma, this indicates that it will start with, that means minimum, means you can say lower bound. Lower bound is what? N. And upper bound is anything. That means what does this means? Suppose I say slash D and 4 comma and empty. This indicates minimum how much? 4. And maximum how much? Any. That indicates minimum and maximum. So minimum is 4, maximum is n. That is the quantity how it can define, how it can configure. Now the quantities are defined here. Now I will give you one small task. You try that expression right. Let's try. Now write an expression. So write an expression to validate the following format of some phone number. Suppose I have to allow phone number starting with so +91 and a 10 digits number. Now write the pattern and show me. Phone number should start with +91 and it should contain 10 digit number after 91. How to write the pattern for that? Tell me. How to write the pattern for that? So the pattern, how do we define the pattern for that? Done. It is simple now. So can I write plus directly? You cannot, because plus is a meta character, na? Plus is a meta character. If it is a meta character, it starts with what? Slash plus. After that, what is common? 91. After that, what is allowed? Only numbers. Slash D. How many digits? 10. You can write like this also. You can write like this: slash plus 91 and in the square 0-9. How many digits? 10. Like this you can write. That is the validations. That means how you can validate and define. That means suppose I am asking here. Let's go to the program here, expression now. Here I am writing here slash plus 91. After that slash D. How many digits? 10. 10 digits. And here, so we are defining like this. Now what happens here is we are configuring values. When you are defining the values, you see, let's run this and see. And I need to enter here 98765432110, 10 digit number. This 10 digit number, it should be invalid. Message I have to define in a different way. That means plus 91 and how many digits? 10 digits. That's what we need to define. So 98765432110. Now, very important here, it is invalid. So it should starts with what? Plus 91. And you see it is submitted. That's how we need to verify, right? That is the basic pattern. Now let's go little more complex. So let's go little more complex. So write a pattern for following. I will give a pattern here. You see, suppose US for phone number format. US phone number format or other formats, you can see, suppose I will give you here US, UK and other formats. This is US format. I will give you this one. And yeah, so this is the US format phone number. And this is US related format. There is another format. So this is UK related format. This is UK related format. This is UK format of phone number. Now write expressions for these two. Remember, it should, US number start with plus in a parenthesis. Here, according to this, in a parenthesis. After that, again in parenthesis, 3-digit number, any 3-digit number. After that, space. After that, again 3-digit number. After that, hyphen. After that, any 4-digit number. That is US format. Now write it and show me. Remember, parenthesis will not work directly because parenthesis already meta character. Open bracket is a meta character. Close bracket is a meta character. So you can't directly write them. Understood? Huh? Now write and show me the pattern for US first, write. Then you can write for UK. Try that, writing that expression. Here, the quantity is important, na? 3 digits number. That means will you write 3 times /d/d? No, na? Right? Another. And one more point. In a parenthesis, whenever you want to write some expression, better you can use square brace 0 to 9 also, your wish. It should start with +1. Understood? But that 1 is in parenthesis. That is important. Okay, see, let me show you. So here, let me show this point is how we can define. Now, what I'm doing here, see, first pattern, how do we write? So we have to use /+. After that, /parenthesis open. After that, /1, not parenthesis open. After that, 1. After that, /parenthesis close. That means in a parenthesis 1. Parenthesis is compulsory, allowed. It should be allowed. That you should have parenthesis. After that, again /parenthesis open. After that, how many digits? 3 digits. That means /d. How many digits? In curly brace, 3. After that, /parenthesis close. After that, /s space. After that, /d. How many? 3. After that, hyphen only. After that, /d. How many? 4. That's how we write. Right? That is the pattern. Here, one more point, observe carefully here. Suppose I'm writing the pattern now. So let's write the pattern here. Means validating that particular pattern. So let's write here. So slash plus, after that slash parenthesis 1 slash parenthesis close. After that slash again parenthesis. In that slash D, how many digits? 3 digits. After that what? Slash, here I closed where? I haven't closed now. Let me check that. Some problem here. Yeah. 2 slashes. Okay. Slash plus slash parenthesis open 1 slash parenthesis close. After that slash again parenthesis open. Again what we have to do? Slash D, how many digits? After that again slash parenthesis close. So slash yes, after that slash D, after that so slash D, how many digits? 3 digits. Okay, after that hyphen, after that slash D, how many digits? 4. Understood? That's how we need to write the pattern, right? So here, so that is how we need to configure. Now, what happens is in this, everything should be inside an expression. We need to configure in this way, right? So the pattern here, I will write here and show you, because in application, we will implement later. That means this is the pattern we have to write. That is the pattern we have to write. I will copy this pattern. Okay. Same process. I will put that pattern here. In this expression, we are writing. This is one more match. Okay. Now this is the pattern we are writing. Now let's run this and see. This should format, that means invalid, and we are telling them the format. Which format? This one. I will copy that and I will put it here. Okay, I'm saying that this is how we need to write. Okay, now let's see. I'm running this page. So in that page, demo page only, yeah, I'm typing here now. Actually, better you can put a placeholder also, but just I am writing here plus parenthesis 1. After that parenthesis 3-digit number. After that parenthesis close. After that space and 3-digit number. 3-digit number hyphen 4-digit number. And I click OK. Then it should submit. Right? That is the format it should allow. Anything else, it is invalid. That means anything else you entered, that is invalid. It will not allow. Exactly that. Right? This is how we write the pattern. So how we define the pattern. I hope same you can write for UK. Right? The pattern how you write for UK. So I think you can write now. So what is the pattern for that? Slash plus slash parenthesis. In that what? Slash D. How many digits? 2. Slash parenthesis close. Slash parenthesis open. Again slash D. How many digits? 2 digits. And slash parenthesis close. And what? Slash, yes. After that, slash D. And how many digits? After that slash yes. After that slash D. How many? 4. That's how we write. Now, how to use slash symbol? What you are doing yesterday? Sleeping? Yesterday we discussed that point very specially. Prem Kumar. Double slash is used for slash. Already you are, again you gone to beginning of the concept. Right. So this is how we need to define. Yesterday already we discussed escape sequence in string, how to write the characters and all. Right. Now the point here is patterns are used for validating. Already HTML allows to write pattern. Then why to write in JavaScript? In HTML there is a pattern. It is allowing to write and it is validating. You just saw that. Why to write in JavaScript? If it is already validating, then why to write in JavaScript? Because JavaScript can change the pattern dynamically. Change the pattern dynamically means what you will do, you will ask, please select your country. According to the country, phone number format should change. Na? That means for every phone number, different format, different text boxes you will not use. Text box is only one, but it should change the format for that text box. It should change the expression for text box. That it you have to do, right? That means actually these are basic meta characters. These are basic meta characters. Very important. They are not still done. There are so many points to understand. Now we have predefined expressions. Predefined expressions. That means ready-made formulas. Meta characters, ready-made formulas are built. They are given to developers. Those formulas they can use. For example, do you know we have predefined expressions? So predefined expression formats. Expression format. Ready-made expression format. That means you have like this. Question mark equal dot star square brace a hyphen z. This is actually a predefined format. It indicates at least one uppercase letter. That is a pre-built format. It is used to verify that at least one is uppercase letter. That means they say password, at least one uppercase letter, at least one special character. Right? That means you are writing question mark equal dot star in the square brace 0-9. This indicates at least one what? Numeric number. These are built-in formats, built-in expressions. These kind of built-in expressions are present. These expressions are built and these expressions are used for validations. We can use ready-made formats and we can implement those ready-made formats. Right? For example, I will show you here. See, a simple example here. I will write like this. I will copy this program just for your practicing sake. And I will give you here. Suppose you see now, I am changing this. And what I am doing here, I am giving that. So question mark equal dot star square base a hyphen z. After that slash w and 4,10. What does this means? That means that so name 4 to 10 characters with at least one uppercase letter, because this expression indicates that slash w means what? Alphabets, numbers and numbers and underscore. A lowercase, uppercase, alphabets and underscore. It says that out of all of them, at least one must be uppercase. This expression indicates out of this, at least one should be uppercase. Out of the 10 characters, at least one should be uppercase. Now you see here, I am writing here, suppose some name 1, 2, 3. Then it says invalid. One uppercase letter is required. Anywhere I am writing one uppercase letter and click submit, it's verified. That is a built-in expression here. Usually while working with passwords and all, we write that kind of expression. Now I will give you some tasks you try. These are the tasks for you. Number 1, write expression. So expression for validating email address. You know the format of email address. It should have @, it should have .com. That is one. Second, write expression. So write expression for validating date format. Format month, day, and year. Write an expression for validating the date format, month, day, and year. Understood? That means another important here. So these are expressions. You need to practice these expressions. So write expression for validating some name 4 to 15 characters with at least one uppercase, numeric, number, and special character. That means all must be there. There must be one number at least. There must be one special character. There must be one uppercase. You have to verify that, and you need to format that. Understood? Right? Now try this. These are the exercises you need to try. And let me know, submit them. In the class, we will check that. Okay. So these are the examples you need to practice. Then we can go into next. Based on this, we will create some examples. Means we will create some form. We will learn how to write validations. How do we set the validation using regular expression? Remember, you are still in only second data type. Right? You are in just learning data type now. Right? In data type, we discussed about string. And in string, lot of functions. In that, regular expressions. Now with this, we will see validations. Then we can go Boolean, null, undefined, and other type. That we'll see in next session. Right? So you practice this. And next session, I'm leaving for out of station for 1-2 days. So tomorrow we will not have the session. And Monday also. Again, our next session will be on Tuesday. Okay, now our next session will be on Tuesday. Okay. So if whatever the time we miss, the coming week, we will conduct one Sunday session so that we can cover the time. Some long session, it will cover the time. It will not be delayed based on that. Okay. Then again, our next session will be on Tuesday. Okay. Right. Thank you.